Hey everybody, welcome back to our clinic videos. We're so excited you decided to come back and listen and learn from us and not get bored, hopefully. So today we're gonna start off with a makeup video. Um, I'm gonna go through what I use and give you guys some pointers and some tips and tricks. And we're gonna kind of go over like what you need for a rodeo queen to be like makeup wise. We'll go over that. But I hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna start off with I use everything else besides my mascara, and some like toning stuff and like I guess like fixer like stuff on your face. I use e.l.f. I like e.l.f. because it's super cheap. I think I buy a bottle of like this much foundation for like $6 maybe. I don't know, don't quote me on that. But I get my stuff at Target. And that's just because I'm a broke college student now, and it's great when you're broke and you need makeup and you can buy a $6 bottle of foundation instead of a $40 bottle one. So we're gonna start off with primers. This is a good thing to always wear, especially if you are choosing to use foundation and wear foundation. You should use a primer. I use a blemish control primer just because with makeup my acne breaks out really bad, and being in the dirt and the sun and the sweat, and you know that like the whole rodeo gig, I break out really bad. So this kind of helps me. This blemish control face primer, it's the green e.l.f. primer bottle, is really good because it helps me keep my acne down as well as keeping my foundation on. Excuse me, I'm getting over like being sick, and I'm over it. So if my voice is like weird, I'm getting my voice back, that's why. Next are gonna be like two like I just use, so this is like a green stick, and what it does is it covers up the red on your face. So I use that for some of my acne scars, for some of my red spots, just to cover up the stuff that would stand out underneath my foundation. You don't really need this. It's not really necessary. If you have a good foundation, you don't need it. I just use it because mine are really bad. This is just a concealer that I've used, and I use it to cover. Again, it's just a cover up. It's not really needed. e.l.f. has a good one. Neutrogena has a really good one. That's what I've been using recently, but I accidentally left it up at school and don't have it here, so that's cool. But it's really good, and it's the Neutrogena one is a hydrating one, so it's really good for your skin. Foundation. What I have to say about foundation is it's always a good thing to wear, especially if you are kind of like nervous about your skin or think your skin is going to stand out. You can never go wrong with it. I'm not saying you have to wear foundation. I'm not saying you have to wear makeup to be a rodeo queen. But if you do want to have more, like if you are going and want to have that more polished look, foundation is always a good way to go. I use e.l.f. again. They are really good. It's a really good coverage foundation. Like it's thick enough that it covers, but it's thin enough that it doesn't feel like you're wearing it. I enjoy it. I like it a lot. Neutrogena has really good ones if you don't like e.l.f. But yeah, so that's a good like, hey, I kind of need something to cover my skin. Foundation's a good way to go. Over my foundation, and what I encourage if you're just wearing foundation, is a setting powder. This one's actually like a pink setting powder. It's not white, and that is just to make it so that my face doesn't look like a ghost when I'm taking pictures. And so I like this one a lot. I can't remember what it's called, but it's not like it's like shimmer something. I don't know. But this one's really good, and it goes really well with your foundation. So if you put foundation on and then like use your big powder brush and put a layer of this stuff on, it's gonna be like you're gonna be covered, and it's gonna look good. It's gonna look as well as like a professional makeup artist if they had done that. if you do want to take the extra step and kind of go above and beyond and do all the contour and stuff, excuse me, I do recommend e.l.f.'s contour palette. It's pretty great. It has lights and darks. Sorry about the mirror. The lights are up here and the darks are down here. I use the darks. I just put it here. And sometimes I put a little down here. I don't ever put a whole lot of powder up here just because your hat does sit up there and it'll rub off and it'll make your hat easier and slipperier. Is that a word? I don't know. To like fall off. And remember, queens, if your hat falls off, your head better be in it. So remember that. Highlight powder, you can use it. I like highlight powder. I think it's fun to use. It gives you a little shimmer, and it's nice when you have your hat covering down and your hat sitting like here and you have a shadow, and then if you have that shimmer, the light kind of catches it and it makes it look like you have a face underneath your hat. So I like it. Not necessary. It is fun to use. We're going to go over setting spray really fast before I kind of cover lashes, because I feel like lashes are something that a lot of people question about. So setting spray, use a setting spray. If you have anything on your face, use a setting spray. It'll keep everything on, everything in place, everything from smearing in the rain. It's great. I use currently this e.l.f. and I get the big bottle of it because I use a lot of setting spray, especially for rodeos. This one it's good, but I don't queen anymore, so I don't really need my makeup to stay on through that much. If you want a really, really good one, get the Urban Decay All Nighter. Super good, stays on forever. Make sure your makeup look like it's part of your skin and not makeup, so that's cool. But e.l.f. works just as well. Find what works for you. I use all e.l.f., so I'm gonna say use e.l.f., but find what works for you. We're gonna go over lashes really fast because I feel like lashes are something that every queen kind of plays with and questions with. So I don't really like using falsy lashes, and that is just because I think they fall off easily. I've used them. I don't use them to queen because I just don't like them to queen, and I'd rather, if I have to take a horse and I don't want them to rip off my lashes, or while I'm doing a grand entry, one of my lashes comes off. So, I don't really use them to queen. If I use them, it's because I'm going out and doing some social event. But the lashes I use are Vegas Nay lashes. Oh, see, look, this one's already falling off. They're great lashes. The glue stays on really well. I've really never had a problem with these ones falling off, but I have seen girls lose their lashes. You don't need fake lashes. How I do my lashes, and I'll take my glasses off. These are my real lashes, and they look fake. I use Maybelline mascaras, and what I do is I take this Maybelline Colossal Volume, and I take the wand, and I go one swipe over each eye. Just kind of covering all my lashes at once. Then I use this Maybelline Total Temptations, and it's great because it just puffs my lashes right out. And it's it makes them look full and beautiful and all that stuff. So that's my recommendation for mascaras. I've used these for forever now, and I love them. It's my go-to lashes. I wish they would combine them and make them one, but you get what you get. So now a couple kind of pointers for makeup now that you've seen what I use and how I do this look. When you are trying out for a pageant, make sure the makeup you do at your pageant is going to be the makeup that you are willing to do through the rest of your year. Judges don't want to see you all dolled up at your pageant and looking great and then see you again along on the rodeo world and you have maybe a foundation and a little bit of mascara on, when at your pageant you had contour and false eyelashes and you looked like you just walked off of a movie set, but then when you are rodeoing, you look like you just woke up out of your trailer and threw some makeup on really fast. So, like, make sure you're not going above and beyond what you're willing to do for the rest of your year. Again, with that, then make sure you're also, like, you can start little and then move up throughout your year, like, that's fine. But also make sure you're wearing makeup you're comfortable in. Don't be doing all of this eyeshadow and, like, I love how America does her makeup every time. But you don't need to do that. It's not necessary for you local queens to do that. If you choose to do that, go for it and rock that look. But it's not necessary. Be comfortable in your look. Be comfortable in who you are. Don't feel like you need to, like, be Miss America. This is you. You're representing you. You're representing our program. You're representing rodeo and the Western way of life. And the best way you can do that is if you feel comfortable. So, with all of that being said, thank you for watching our makeup video. We will be posting, I think, our next one is going to be like clothing or hair or something like that. But stay tuned for the next one. We appreciate you guys staying in touch. Remember, your applications are due April 13th of 2019 if you are looking to enter the 2020 pageant. We are so excited to see all of you young ladies at our pageant, all of you young ladies who are watching this along on the rodeo road. Have a great day. Our Facebook page and website are linked down below. Thank you.